Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. This is the stream. This is the stream of the century. This is the channel that all the cool kids come to. You know, we come here, we battle it up in some chess, and then we relax with some guided meditation. We do some chakra balancing from this book, The Sevenfold Journey. You don't want to ever leave home without it. Reclaiming Mind, Body, and Spirit Through the Chakras. Super valuable book. Back in the day when I was in a chakra balancing group, we used that book to help us cleanse our chakras. And that's what it's about. You want a nice, good chi flow, good chi energy flow throughout your body. And that was the book that we used to work through it and to clean our chakras. It's important to have a clean body and a clean mind. So we're going to do that. And we are also going to do other good stuff. We're going to possibly play some Spider Solitaire. And we'll talk philosophy, because I have a master's in analytic philosophy, and it would be a shame for me to waste that by not sharing the things I've learned about philosophy with everyone. So, without further ado, how is everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing in this world? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today was a pretty solid day for me. I've been remodeling my shower. I've been having to regrout a bunch of tiles. I shouldn't say remodeling. I'm just basically regrouting a bunch of tiles that needed to be regrouted. So I've been doing that. And then, of course, I found that a little water had gotten behind a couple tiles. And when that happens, you know what happens with wood and water, right? Some of the wood got a little bit rotted out. So now I'm going to have to deal with all that. It's kind of like if you have a belief system in which you have, that gets a little tainted, that gets a little disorganized. Sometimes you got to go in and modify what beliefs you hold, right? Whatever foundational beliefs you hold, bear witness to however you're going to perceive the world, right? If your foundational beliefs are Christianity, you're going to see the world very differently than if your foundational beliefs support an atheistic viewpoint, right? If your foundational beliefs are Hegelian, then after Hegel, then you're going to support a different. You're going to perceive the world very differently than someone who, is a Neoplatonist. It's just how it goes. Hey, Roko Hemda is here. How is it going, brother? What are you up to tonight, man? What's new in your world? I always want to know what's going on with you. I think this is like the only time I see you anymore, man. You never come around, dude. You never come around. All right. Well, yeah. So, by the way, there is I'd say 5% chance that I start that my hamstrings start cramping up during the stream, and this has only happened at the end of streams, but it could happen during the stream because I had an intense Bikram yoga session tonight. Now, if that happens, you're gonna see me move really quick and start screaming and maybe end the stream really quick. So these are things that could happen. I don't know if they're gonna happen or not. Oh, your rats, dude! I am sorry to hear that, man. I am sorry to hear that. How'd they die? What happened? Did you kill them? I'm just kidding, dude. You wouldn't kill your rats, right? I know you said you were getting rid of them, though, right? You were going to get rid of them. I don't know what that means. You said you're going to get rid of them, and now they died. Like, what do I say about that, man? Should I be showing more compassion? Cancer? Your rats died from cancer? Are you being serious? Oh, vet euthanasia. All right. That's a little more realistic. I was going to say, dude, you know what? Would you drown your rats? Alan caught a chipmunk the other day, and he drowned it. I don't even know if is that legal to just drown a chipmunk. I don't know what the rules are for that. But apparently he was eating all his vegetables out of his garden, so he just he drowned the thing. I thought that was kind of intense. I've never drowned a chipmunk before. I've killed like mice, but that's about it. I'm not big into going off and killing animals. Let's see, vet euthanasia. Well, hopefully it was painless. Hopefully it was a painless process, right? Vermin is okay to drown. So what constitutes vermin? I kind of want to know now. Let's look up what constitutes vermin. Vermin. All right. So we'll say it. Vermin, all right. Vermin are wild animals that are believed to be harmful to crops, farm animals, or game, or that carry disease. So there's a negative connotation associated with vermin. They have to be harmful to crops, farm animals, game, or that carry disease. Okay, so vermin aren't the good. They're not the good guys. They're not the good ones. Your neighbor built a drowning trap for chipmunks. They can mess up your concrete. Ooh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know they could go in and mess up concrete. Well, that's kind of neat. I'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe not, though. Maybe I could just forget about it and just go off and live my life. I just want to live my life, Rokohemda. I just want to live my life. I don't want to be thinking about your neighbor building a drowning trap for chipmunks. You know, now I'm not going to sleep for a week, dude. Thanks a lot, man. You're ruining my flow. All right. Well, it's good to see you, man. Like, it's good to see you. I'm sorry about the rats, but you know, it's one of those things you have to take care of. I know you have like chickens, and you know, you got the dog, you got the cat, you have all the animals, you know. So, you know, it's a lot. Let's see. Rokohemda, disease and damage animals. Yeah. So rodents are. All right. You say they burrow under and cause it to crack. Ooh. So they get in there. They get in there and they just burrow in there and then mess up the concrete. They're pretty strong. They're pretty strong if they can cause that much damage. I guess I never realized you know, that a rodent could fuck up your concrete, right? Could fuck up your foundation. That's pretty crazy, man. All right. Well, let's see. Maybe we should do a puzzle rush. It's about time probably for a puzzle rush. I don't know. I was fucking around with my microphone today, trying to get it working such that when I plug headphones in, you know, I don't have this weird intermittent like beeping sound. But I was unsuccessful in my attempt. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep digging on that. It's a little annoying to get this high pitched sound every now and then. Rokohemda, you say they tunnel under that because it. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, well that makes sense, right? If they're messing up the dirt underneath the concrete, then yeah, all that pressure is gonna bring the concrete down, right? It's like, there's a hole now under the concrete. Of course, the concrete's gonna move. So that's how they do it. Yeah, they don't actually get in there and fuck up the concrete like directly. There's a different causal chain of events, right? There's a different causal chain. All right, well, I want to do a little puzzle rush. Let me move my microphone out of the way, and we'll do a little puzzle rush to start, and then we will go from there. So let's go to display. Oh, we got vermin. We got vermin on the display, but I need to change this to chess anyway. So hold up a sec. Here's chess, and I got to go to OBS and change everything around. By that I mean I have to change my category to chess. It's always weird. I always like I'm jumping around categories. So I do like a lot of different stuff. All right, there's chess. We got the chess category out here. Woohoo! All right, done with that. And now let's head on over and we'll do some puzzle rush. All right, so puzzle rush. Those of you who don't know, I am a chess instructor. That's how I survive. That's how I live my life, by teaching chess. Anyways, so on chess.com, you can do something called Puzzle Rush, where you can choose 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or survival mode. And for 3 minutes, which is what I play, you have to solve as many chess puzzles as you can in a 3-minute period. And what that typically entails is solving checkmate puzzles, pawn promotion puzzles. You have to also solve defensive puzzles, and you have to solve win material puzzles. So basically, and you have to find the best move. The tricky thing about Puzzle Rush is sometimes there's a move that's good, but that's not the one they want. They want the best move. My record is 28. As you can see up here, I've gotten to 28 a couple times. My best score today is 27. I was close to beating it, but it's definitely tough. So I do what I can. All right, so y'all ready for some Puzzle Rush? Let's do this. Wish me luck. I want to try to get at least in the 20s. That's mate. Checkmate. Check and mate. Checkmate. There's a mate. Here's another mate. Check, mate. Check and mate. check, sack the queen, mate, check, take the rook for mate. Oh, this kind of idea, I guess. And then check. And they get increasingly harder the more you play. That's the thing about Puzzle Rush. They just keep getting more and more difficult until they get crazy difficult. All right, simple. Just push up the pawn to victory lane. Now this one's a little more tricky. I think I got to do this. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, I guess I don't have to do that. All right. Here's another tricky one. I think I hop in here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I push up. Now the king can never catch this pawn. It's too quick. And we have check. What do we got going on here today? What's the dealio? So this one's giving me some trouble. Maybe this? Yeah, it was this. Oh, and then you just go here. All right, cool. All right, what else do we have going on? I can win a bishop, but it's probably not the move. There's probably something I'm missing here. If not, I'll just go for the bishop idea. Let's go for the bishop idea. Okay, it is a bishop idea. We'll take here, I believe. I think I actually have to take here. Yeah. Wow, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for early on, let me tell you. All right, I guess we got to do this. Wow. That's a lot. That was really challenging for this level of Puzzle Rush. Check, check, and mate. Okay, black to move. I think it's check, check, and check, and here we go. Whoa, we've got a lot going on here. Why is this so tough? Oh, come on, 21. All right. Well, I at least got 21. That's pretty good. It's not my worst. Definitely not my best, but not my worst. All right. 21's okay. You know, if you get 21 in Puzzle Rush, you're good to go. You're good to go. I'm missing my channel Shaw Woman today. I'm missing JT Farms. I wonder what she's doing right now. It's always weird when you're missing someone who's not who's always around. You know, who's usually there. Let's see. What else are we gonna do today? How is everyone doing? Everyone's quiet. Everyone's quiet in chat today. This is like the quietest chat that I've had in months. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. Well, it's fine. Maybe I should play a game. Maybe I should throw up a chess game. Let me load up Lee Chess, and we can do that. I do dig my chess games. I'm gonna have to close the vermin though. I like that vermin definition that we were looking at earlier. Okay, create a game. So we got that all set up, and now I just have to wrestle with OBS for a little bit. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It worked right away. See, like, it's so weird. It's so weird with OBS. Sometimes it just works flawlessly right away, and sometimes it doesn't. All right, so we're gonna play some chess. I hope you enjoy chess. It's my favorite game. Let's play this. Let's do it. Wish me luck. It's a 10-minute game. I could be getting a master. I could be getting a beginner. Let's see how it goes. All right, Sicilian defense. Just developing my pieces because it's good to develop pieces. All right, this is what people play. Okay. I don't think that works. He's going to come in for a knight for the knight check. He's going in for a quick attack, but I don't think it does anything. We'll see though. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before many times. I'm just going to kick his knight out of here. He sacked a piece though, which is kind of weird. For it seems like for very little compensation. Looking at knight over there to d5. All right, we'll just... Yeah, I want to keep this pawn fixed right here because I don't want his rook file to be open. All right, my knight's in the center. Oh, he's trying to close it down now. Oh, I see. So he wants to go for that. Maybe he'll hop in here. That's what he's looking at. He's looking at that for the fork, which is a good move actually. I missed that one. I didn't see that one. So he's going to get a little compensation for all his troubles. Is there anything else I can do here? Let's try a counterattack. So my idea is to push out with check. Okay, so he's just sidestepping it. Now I can hop in over here. Do I really want to do that, or do I want to push out here? Push. If I push, there's going to be a fork threat. So I'm looking at push, and then no, his bishop's covering. Let's just come down here. He can win my rook at any time. That's the thing about this position. I'm eyeing up this pawn right here on e6. I'm up 2 points. He's going to get something back by taking my rook if he hops in here. But I just all right, he's going in for this. He's just trying to bust everything open, which might be a good idea. Let's see though. We'll see about it. Okay. We'll do this. If his attack doesn't work, I will win this game. If his attack works, I will lose this game. All right. All right. So that looks pretty strong. Let's see if I can stop this. If I take here, oh, he's got this idea. That's interesting. I take here. So this is really tricky. I think he might have found a winning idea. Let's see. I take. He comes down there for check, and then block, and then he's got mate. Is there anything I can do? Is there any move I can do here? What about this kind of idea? This looks really ugly. And then I'll block. Oh, he's still going to have it. He'll take this knight right here. So he does that. Let's block like this. I'm hanging on by a thread here. All right, he takes. Then I got to take this way. Ooh, all right. And that might do it. Can I do anything else? What about queen to d8? Oh, he's going to get it. I think take, you take, and then he just takes with the rook for mate. Yeah. Yeah, I take with the queen, I take the queen, and then he just comes down right here, and we have checkmate. Nothing, no tricks. No tricks left. Good game. Good game. So I'm going to resign. Let's analyze that. Let's see how that played out. Go back to the beginning. So this is the point. Yeah, I knew that was a huge mistake. He's getting mauled here, but how did I mess up on? All right, this is all good. I'm up 5.5 points. Right, I'm still good right here. What did I do? Where did I screw up? Take. Oh, the bishop's got to take. Yeah, look at that. I took with the wrong piece. If I had taken with the bishop, then this is game over, right? He takes, I take. There's nothing left. But I took with the knight. Big change. -5 to +10. Interesting. All right, well, I got to remember that. Take with the bishop next time. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do Puzzle Rush. All right. I mean a game. That's how we do a game. We did Puzzle Rush right before that. So, anyways, yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the chess world. What's going on with everyone? Why is the chat so quiet today? Oh, One Sluggy, hey. You say just stopping by to say hi before bed. Hope all is well. Yeah, man, I hope all is well with you too, friend. Thanks for stopping by. One Sluggy is a streamer here on Twitch. He's a super nice dude. He's authentic. He's genuine. And he streams games, and he's been doing travel nature streams where he's walking around outside, and you want to check him out, drop him a follow. Okay, all right. I'm in the chess mood today, so I think we're going to be doing quite a bit of chess. Thanks for stopping by, One Sluggy. Let's see. I'm going to do more games on Elite Chess, but I want to mix it up with a Puzzle Rush in between. So I kind of like prepping with the Puzzle Rush and then going from there. So I got to beat 21. Let's see if I can beat 21 right here. Okay, there's mate. Check, mate. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Oops, mouse slip. All right, there's mate. There's mate. This one's a little odd. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually really easy, Agni. Come on. Get that shit. There you go. Okay. Mate, how about a checkmate, right? That's the name of the game. That's how you win. It's all about, it's not about whether you how you play the game. It's about whether you win. All right, what are we even talking about here? Let's just win some material, right? Let's win some material if we can. I'm going to win this knight. That's a fork. Forks is a move where you move one piece and attack 2 or more pieces. Or move one piece and create 2 or more threats. Always be on the lookout for forks. Here we go. I think this is the idea, right? Yep. Check. Sack the queen for mate. Ooh, this is pretty. All right. It's a sneaky one. Sneaky stuff. Oh, this is sneaky. This is sneaky too. Deflection. Get that rook out of the way. Mate. All right. White to move. Just run my pawn. Run my pawn all the way up. Get a queen. I'll take a queen. What do we got going on here? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Oh, I got to take this way. That would have been a big blunder. There we go. Now I got the fork-a-rooney. And just push here. Gonna promote to a queen. Throw in a check. Get that king out of the way. I guess this idea. Yep. It's a good idea because it leads to checkmate. Check. Oh, this is cool. So I sack it, but then I'm able to promote to a queen and then win their queen. Well, that's pretty neat. So check. All right. I believe it is this. Double check. Oh, this is sneaky. It's going to be a smothered mate. Smothered mates are some of the prettiest in the game. This one I'm not seeing. I have 6 seconds. I got to just try something. All right. All right. 26. That's really good. 26 is a solid score. All right. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take 26 any day of the week. All right. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that situation. Got the old 26 going right there. All right. Yeah, so I was in Bikram yoga today, and I took it easy in there, but it's hard to say you're taking it easy when it's 105 degrees Fahrenheit, right? When you're in a room that's 105 degrees Fahrenheit and you're working your ass off trying to get better flexibility and strength and all that, and you're sweating, you can't really take it easy, but you can you can not do all the postures to the maximum effort, right? And like I didn't do some stuff today. So like for standing head knee, typically I grab my foot and I kick out. Today I just bent down and put my fingers by my foot. So it wasn't like I was doing my normal routine tonight, but it was good. It was fun. All right. Give me 1 second here. Just want to make sure my my channel shaman knows I'm streaming. It's throwing me off. She's not here. All right. But it's like, she deserves a day off, right? All right. So let's go on to the next thing. We are going to do some more chess. I'm rocking up chess today, a lot of chess. This is going to be a chess-filled day. All right. So let's go back here. Display, window capture, and then I get to wrestle with OBS a bit first. Display. All right. Yeah, so OBS likes to not populate the chess window if I'm there we go. Okay, it takes a little while. There we go. All right, let's do this. We're gonna rock this up. Let's small this. I want to try to win a game here tonight. So we're gonna hop into this. And let's see what I can do. I was killing that last game, but I took with the wrong piece. Let's see if I can win a game right here. So we'll do play, and we'll do 10 minutes. And I'll explain some stuff while I'm going along too. So, all right, Queen's Gambit. Let's see if he takes. Then it's Queen's Gambit accepted. Right. So now the idea is I'm on the pawn. So does he defend the pawn? All right. This is not a good move. Because I have a trap that I can play. So he's going to lose to this trap if he takes. Oops. All right, so he took, and now notice this. Haha! This is why you don't take the pawn in Queen's Gambit accepted and hope to hold on to it. His best is actually to develop the knight and just lose the knight and then play the bishop to... so he's just going all in for an attack. I'm just going to take his queen because my rook's covering that. He's not used to the pawn being there, not being there. All right, I won. I won the game. That was a nice quick game. All right, good job, Agni. That was like what? Like, I don't know, less than a minute? All right, well, we don't need to review that one. Let's do another one. All right, standard stuff. This is, I think, called the boulder opening. I'm getting my bishop on the long dark square diagonal. Then we have this. This is Sicilian defense closed variation, hyper accelerated dragon stuff. Let's get the pawn right here. If he pushes, I'm gonna hop in with the knight, and I'll have. Okay, so this is just garbage. He's eyeing this square, but I just castle, and there's nothing. If he takes, I'm in great shape. Get out of here, knight. Get that knight out of there. Yeah, it's important. You don't want that knight hanging around. I don't want that knight in here. Now, I could play e6 followed by d5. Is there any reason not to? I don't believe so. I don't believe there's any reason not to do it, so I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going for this this pawn push. He left the game. He did not like this e6 move. Come on, man. Really? Really, this guy doesn't like e6? It's not even that dangerous of a move. So the idea is basically I do e6, maybe he swings the rook over, and then I do d5, and then, takes, and then just I don't know, back up. And then I'd come over here to a5, attack the bishop. I want to trade my knight for his bishop, so I'd be able to successfully trade my knight for his bishop. He did not like the e6 move. It's interesting how he ran. He ran when I played e6. It's not his best idea. All right, so the dude wants to run away. Let's do some more. I'm on a little bit of a roll here now. By roll, I won 2 quick games in a row. All right, new opponent. Let's see what we got here. D4. C4. Looking like it's going to turn into a king's... No, not quite. I was going to say king's Indian, but didn't quite go that route. So we're just doing development. And then if he takes, I'll take. Yeah, these guys like to go in for this. And then I'll take if he recaptures. All right, he's going in for that. So I could challenge the bishop. I could move my bishop out. Got a few ideas. I could take the pawn. Let's see. I like getting my dark square bishop active first. I'm always a little concerned about where to play it though. I like this weird F4 idea, but the computer doesn't like it. But I like it. I like it, so I'm going to play it. I don't care if the computer doesn't like it or not. You know, sometimes you gotta just say, computer, no, you can't be right, man. Just because you're a computer and you can process a million times faster than me doesn't mean you're right. All right. So what do we got going on here? He's thinking. He's in the tank. All right. So now, yeah, I got my knight traded for his bishop, so I'll take that. I consider that a success. If he ever takes here, I'm on his knight. Also, this queen's going to be on a great diagonal. I'm looking to get my bishop developed to d3. All right, so we're all good here. Let's do this idea. Now I have 2 pieces attacking his knight on... oh, he's going in for this. Interesting. That looks terrible. Right? I can just take the... oh, he resigned. Yeah, I can just take the knight. Come on, dude. Dude, this dude just throwing me pieces. He's throwing me pieces. All right, well, so much for that. All right, well, let's go back here. And, yeah. Where else are we going on here? Let's do another one. We're rocking up the chess world today. We're rocking the chess world. All right, we're going to hop back in just 1 second. And let's see. 1 second. I'll be... Very odd. Things are very odd tonight. It's weird when you stream and things seem off. All right. So we have this. Let's do another game. All right. New opponent. I think we're all good, right? Yep. Good to go. I think I have won 3 in a row or 4 in a row. Okay, so this is he's gonna play this for nope. I think this is what not Smith Mora, but something. All right. I guess we do this kind of idea. Yeah. This is. Oh, this guy wants to go in for. There's this real cheap trick. So you'd think, oh, just take the knight, right? But then you lose because he comes down here and takes first. So it's just not. I don't know what this guy's thinking. Let's what do I play in these situations? What's the correct move order? I think I can just play this. Now his idea doesn't work. Now this threat is actually on. So he left too. He couldn't handle it. These guys, they can't handle it when I make the right move. And I'll show you what he wanted in a second. I'm going to claim victory. So here's what he wanted. So basically, notice this is the England Gambit. The England Gambit. Look how they spell England too, by the way. So let's say I had I don't know, just took the knight, right? The normal looking move. Then all he does is do this. Check, right? Now my king only has 1 square it can move to, which is to capture the bishop. And then he'll come down here and win the queen. So that's the big trap. That's the big trap. You don't want to fall for that trap when you're playing chess. Always look out for the England Gambit trap. All right. There's all sorts of weird tricks and traps with it. That was a quick game, so let's do another one. All right. There's that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Take if he takes. All right. Develop the bishop. I think I just break at the center immediately. I don't want him to gain too much space. All right, he's taking like that. So I'll just come on in here. Take like this. I have 3 pieces on this pawn right here, right? My bishop, queen, and my knight. 3 pieces all hitting that pawn. What's he going to do? What is he going to do? That... Oh, I missed it. He brought his bishop out. All right. Wait a second. Wait, I didn't... Oh, I must have mouse slipped that. I didn't mean to play that. Oh, come on. That was ridiculous. All right, whatever. That's weird. It was like a mouse slip, but it wasn't the worst mouse slip possible. Okay, let's pin. He'll probably play this, which is fine. Then I'll come back. Nope, he's not doing that yet. I'm a little concerned about that mouse slip. Oh, I will say that. All right. He got out of the pin now. And now I simply castle. Now he can move the knight. Ooh. Yeah, he had this idea, but I guess I would have brought my queen back. All right, so he's getting some development in. Oh, I can mess up his structure really bad over here. I'm going to go for that. So notice how weakening this is, because he's going to recapture, and now he's in a really weak position. Oh, he went for that. That's interesting. I've never seen that. I don't know if that works. Let's see. Huh. Because now he can take the bishop with the knight. I've never seen that, though. What if I bring my bishop back? And then take... This is some crazy theory right here. Well, I can mess up his pawn structure. I can mess up his pawn structure. All right, so then he's going to get the rook file, but he's going to have double isolated pawns here, so I'll take it. Now I have targets to go for. All right, my rook's alive. This is a little annoying. I'll probably play this just so I don't have to deal with this rook eyeing down on my piece. I'm going to give this bishop a boot too, so I can get my knight developed. Oh, that's kind of a good move, actually. I don't like that I'm walking into a pin, but it might be best right now, actually. So notice how my knight is pinned to the rook. All right. Let's see what he does here. He's in the think tank. All right. I want to be completely out of this pin. This is a little weakening to have this much space around the king, but I can at least get out of the pin, and I can go after his dark square bishop if I so choose. It's definitely one possibility. I also could establish a real strong outpost for my knight by playing this. Or hold on. Go after the bishop. I want to go after his dark square bishop. So the idea is I'm eyeing his dark square bishop. His bishop is probably going to be better than my knight in this kind of position. He might come on in here and just try to trade it off, which is fine. And then I guess what I play like this, maybe even. Then my bishop's kind of weak. Yeah. Let's just push up. Let's just push up. Make him mess around a little bit, having to move his pieces a lot. All right, we'll do this idea. Yeah, my bishop's kind of garbage right now. I didn't do that like I wanted to. All right, let's I don't want him getting this push in. We're just gonna take, and then I'll recapture. He's hopping in there. So now I only have one square for my knight. Now my pawns are going to be a little wonky, but it's okay. It's okay for that, because I'm going to get rid of his dark square bishop if he takes. All right. And then let's see. What is the idea here? I kind of want to sack this pawn. I don't know if it's any good. What else can I do? I could just defend. I got to get the bishop diagonal open. The bishop needs to play. I'm going to sack the pawn. I mean, I am on this pawn back here too, which is kind of something, but for the most part, I'm just sacking. He's on this pawn. All right. I have a 2-to-1 majority over here. Let's see. I might be able to win this by forcing a trade. So rook. Let's see. Rook over. Rook takes. King takes. Can I push up with this 2-to-1 majority over here? He's going to have the knight to help defend everything. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe it's just not quite enough. What other ideas do I have? I'm gonna try it out. Let's try it out. I'm betting on my bishop having more scope than his knight after this trade is complete. So even though I'm technically down a pawn, this 2-1 majority over here could be a possible win. So let's play this out. All right. So I'll definitely take this guy. All right. Now I want to get these pawns rolling. Okay. Oh, that's a really good move. That's a problem. That's a problem move, actually. Very problematic. He's gonna win. He's gonna win that pawn now. So now it's looking really, really rough. Either he's gonna win one of these pawns. Yeah, this is not looking great. All right. So I'm looking at trying to trap his knight if I can. Oh, that's not going to work. Come here. He'll always have a square you can get out of. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think he's got this. I think he's got this here. Any tricks? Are there any tricks I can do here? Let's just throw in this because it's quick. I can't defend everything. That's the problem. And I'm low on time too. This is getting close to resign time. He'll probably play that, yeah. Now his knight position is improved. Even though this is a lost cause, it's still fun to play it out. Sometimes you can swindle it. He's thinking. All right, so he thinks he's got to win, so he's letting me go for this. All right. So I'm going to come all the way down here. My idea is to push this pawn. See, look, my bishop has so much more scope than his knight. That's the one reason I stuck around in this game. All right, so I could push. I could just come here and win the pawn. I'm gonna take it with my king, and then this might be drawish. I might be able to work a draw out of this. If he plays this, that's a little bit of a mistake on my part, I think. Okay, have to play that. So I could take his pawn here and get a draw, but I want to do this. And go for a win. He's got this push with check, right? All right, so now I have this. And how does he stop this? Oh, I think he's just going to sack the knight. All right. And then this is just going to be a draw. So you cannot checkmate with just a king. Yeah, draw. So he'll take the pawn, sack it, and then we got to draw pretty soon. Oh no, we got this kind of position. All right, well, it's the equivalent of a draw, sort of. Let's do this. Yeah, his knight can never move. I can come down here and throw some checks, but then he just shuffles back and forth. So then we'll just come back here. I got a draw out of this. This was definitely a loss. So I'm pretty happy with the draw. He should accept this because there's nothing either of us can do. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, that was cool. I was objectively losing that game, and I came back and I got the draw. I'll take that. All right. Hey, Joker Bravo, you're here. Good to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well. You say you noticed a lot of people are streaming chess. Looks like you started a new sensation, sir. There are a lot of chess streamers. So since COVID hits, a lot of people, the chess scene just blew up. Basically, a lot of people have been streaming chess. Tons of chess. Chess has been rejuvenated. Also, the show The Queen's Gambit helped rejuvenate it as well. It drew a lot of excitement into the chess world. So yeah, it wasn't me. I've just been doing this for the last month, but yeah, it was good. Joker, you say, my high school freshman teacher always told me that you have a face for radio. You had a face for radio. Yeah, you didn't figure it out until junior year and had 0 prom dates. They used to be like the funny like joke, that they would say, hey, you have a face for radio, and people would always be like, wait a minute, what does that mean? How are you doing tonight, Joker Bravo? 1789. Why 1789, by the way? I'm always interested in why people choose the numbers they choose. Were you 17 in 1989? I don't know. I don't even know what the hell that means. All right. Well, let's see. Maybe it's time for a quick puzzle rush. We'll do a quick puzzle rush, and then we'll go on from there. So let me load it up. Puzzle rush. I'm doing a ton of chess today. I'm all in on the chess scene today. So, all right, we're gonna go in. Oh, I get to wrestle with OBS right now again. This is how it always goes. OBS and I get to wrestle a little bit before it lets me do what I want to do. There we go. All right, we got what we need. Okay, I'm gonna do a puzzle rush. In 1789, the Bill of Rights were written and put on. Dude, I am so out of touch with history, with American history. I forgot all the dates for like everything. Like, when was this country even founded? I forgot everything about this. Like 1495 or something. All right, let's get some more chess play. We'll do a puzzle rush. So 3 minutes. I have 3 minutes to solve as many chess puzzles as I can. Let's go for this. My record is 28. The last time I got a 26, which is actually a really good score. So we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. All right, I got to try to beat 26, which will be really tough. I mean, I'm usually happy if I just get in the 20s. Let's try this again. All right. Mate. Check. Mate. Check. Mate. Check and mate. Take it. And remember, these get progressively more difficult the farther you go. Take the rook, bishop, and queen for mate. I guess this, yep, that's better. Okay. This cool idea. Take the queen. This kind of thing, and then that's sneaky stuff. My first instinct is to take the bishop. Not sure if it's accurate though. All right, I couldn't see it. So what's the dealer? What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing this. And then I win the rook because of the pin. All right. Check. Bam. Mate. Take. And then push. Oh, he almost tricked me there. The computer almost swindled me there. All right. Wait to move this because of the pin. Yeah, you got to always exploit the pin if you can. So, oh, that's kind of cool. The bishop couldn't take because of the pin. All right, so where are we at here? Now I guess I take here and then here. All right. So, I missed one. No fun. There's that. And then we sack. Cool. All right. This idea. And then throw that in there and that. Okay. And mate. I think this is the idea. Where does my king go? What's the difference here? These are the ones that I waste time on because I never know. I never know where my king goes. I feel like there's multiple good squares here for my king. But I could be wrong. All right. I actually got that one somehow. That was pretty miraculous. Check and almost. All right, 21. 21 is decent. 21. It's not the best in the world, but I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep at night. I got a 21. All right, so that's all that. I think that's gonna be enough chess for now, and then we're gonna do a guided meditation because that's one of the things we do here. So let me switch categories. We're gonna go from the chess category to the meditation. Well, fitness and health. We're going into fitness and health. All right. There we go. We have successfully switched categories, and now we are going to be doing our meditation. So we take get into some comfortable clothes. You want to get in some clothes that you feel pretty relaxed in, that you can sit for a while, and you won't have your clothes like pulling on you or causing you any kind of trouble. And we're gonna take a slight break. I'm gonna fill up my water. If you need to go to the washroom, do that, and then we're gonna come back here and we're gonna do a guided meditation. That's what we do here, guided meditations. All right, so I'll put my little "Be Right Back" screen on. This is the intermission. All right, and then we're gonna mute it up. We're back. We're back. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. Interesting. Let's do this. I think Twitch might be having some issues right now, by the way. It's kind of interesting. Twitch is kind of glitchy right now. But that's such is life. Sometimes in life, it's just the way it is. Joker Bravo, you did some flow yoga. Nice. Yeah. Yoga, I'm a big advocate of yoga. I practice Bikram yoga, which is hot yoga. I also practice vinyasa flow. That's probably what you did. And I do yin yoga as well. Those are like the three major types of yoga I do, and I really enjoy them. They've definitely helped me stay centered. They've given me more peace and joy in my life. They're definitely good things. So yeah, that's kind of something that I worked into my routine. Okay, so you're going to want to get in a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath counts. I'll start it up right now. And that high-pitched noise will be masked by the Buddhist chant. That's the idea, at least. Yeah. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds merge into one. And one cloud separates into two. These clouds move through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness. Eventually, they disappear from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Stay focused on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon, and return your awareness to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Focus on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds, moving through the sky and disappearing from your consciousness. And bring your awareness back to your breath. You are eternal. And you are whole. Your will is not restrained by your fears. For your will is boundless, and you have no fear. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. With each heartbeat, you shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. So they may shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until the whole world is one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Focus on your breath. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love which emanates from this location. And the warmth which flows from this love. In this place is the purest form of monism. Which excludes all spatio-temporal constructs. All opposites cannot enter here. And separation and division cannot occur in this location. For here you remember your divine essence. And you tap in to that love. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Stay focused on your breath counts. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds, floating through the sky and eventually disappearing over the horizon. And slowly bring your focus back to your breath count. Becoming one with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye vision. Focus on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, release them and return to your breath. On your next breath, travel all the way down to the center point. Located at the center point of your being. In this place, all love flows from creation. And pure oneness reigns supreme. This place knows of no fear. For this place is occupied only by love. In this place, you remember the divine melody that leads you back to the source of all creation. Inhale. Exhale, going down further into your center point. Breathe in. Breathe out, traveling through your center. I'll see you on the other side. At your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you recall how you came to be. At your center point, you remember your divine purpose. To spread love and light to all whom you encounter. Breathe into your center point, letting go of all that would bind you. Breathe into your center. Allowing a home for the perfect peace within you. Making space for the perfect joy in you as well. You are one with the divine here. And your peace is eternal. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all existential angst from your being. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this sacred space with me. I am truly honored and humbled to be here as your meditation guide. I hope you all feel more peace, love, and light in your lives. And I hope you have more tranquility in the external world when things get stressful. It is up to us to choose how we manifest our destiny. Do what you can to help those around you. Namaste. All right. How was that for everyone? I feel much more peaceful after that meditation. Definitely needed a good meditation. It's so important. It's so important to get good meditations in. Oh, wow. That was excellent. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to do here? We're going to stretch. It's time to take a little stretch break. Ugh. Get this out of here. Just some basic stretches are so good. So good for the body. Just kind of warm up. Do what feels good to you. A little bit of stretching. Just a little bit. You don't need a ton sometimes. Sometimes just a little bit can make a world of difference. Okay. So, what's the sitch here? What is the situation? I think it's time for the Chakra Balancing Group. We are going to go read from the Sevenfold Journey. All right. So right here, I have the book, The Sevenfold Journey, Reclaiming Mind, Body, and Spirit Through the Chakras. And we have been going through this book and in attempts to cleanse our chakras. I used this book when I was in a chakra balancing group years ago. And it definitely had a positive impact in my life, so I want to share that with you. I'm here to help. Okay, so we've been going through the root chakra. That's where the base of the spine meets. That's where the base of the spine ends. And we've been going through the associated element, which is earth. And we've been reading through the book. And now we are to working with movements. So we are going to read this section and go through it a little bit. Let's check it out. Okay, so the movements of the first chakra provide us with grounding and bring awareness to the body and its relationship with the earth via gravity. Many of the specific movements will stimulate the area of the body where Muladhara waits patiently for energy to flow through it. We begin this movement of energy through the feet, legs, and sacrum area, these being a conduit for Earth's energy as it enters the body. The body parts that are generally in contact with the Earth become focus points for our movement here. Feet as we stand, buttocks as we sit, back as we lie down. We will be stretching and releasing muscles which keep the first chakra constrained. As you do these exercises, notice where you feel held back, where the tight places are. Breathe into these areas as you stretch, imagining your breath bringing life and energy to cells and muscle tissue that have been isolated from that flow. Pay attention to the strength involved in performing the practice. Notice the contraction of muscles as they work to create the movement of solidity of each exercise. Muladhara deals with physical world phenomena, and working with the body in any way is an important part of acquainting yourself with the state of your first chakra. This is your opportunity to discover how steady and stable you are in your feet, how comfortable in your steps on the earth, how balanced as you interact with your physical surroundings. So, I don't have the right setup to do the exercises in here, but you can basically see what we're doing right here. So these are the exercises you can do at home. So those are the first set, and what you're going to be doing is lying down on your back Pull your knees up so that your feet are on the ground as wide apart as your hips. As you breathe in, expand your diaphragm, pushing your abdomen out slightly. And as you release each breath, allow your abdomen to empty out. And then for step 2, taking this movement further, create a space under the small of your back as you breathe in. And then for 3, then press it down to the floor as you breathe out. So basically, yeah, you're just creating some space in your lower back and pressing it into the floor and breathing and focusing on your breath. That's like the main thing with pelvis breathing. Next is bridge pose, and we're gonna go through bridge pose. Most people know bridge. Actually, I'm just gonna run through these and show the pictures because it's easier this way. So we got leg folding. Those are you do those in the Bikram posture, and rolling looks cool. You roll around on the ground. I kind of like that. All right, then we got. Oh, locust pose. This is another. Oops, this is another Bikram pose. It's from the Hatha set. Locust pose is cool. We do it with our arms actually under the body. In this picture, the guy's arms are to the side. You hold your arms like you're bumping a volleyball, so it's kind of uncomfortable. And we have child's pose. People know child's pose. That's one of the most common poses in the yoga scene. Then we have squat and squat roll or spinal roll. Pretty cool. Spinal roll actually looks kind of like a Qigong exercise that I was doing for quite some time. All right, and there we go. And then we have balancing, and we'll leave it off there for now, and we'll continue next time. I just like doing a little bit each time now. Okay, I think it's time for some more chess. Actually, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna do a little Wordle. I dig the Wordle game, so we're gonna go for some Wordle. All right. Now I got to wrestle with OBS a little bit. Oh, look at that! Didn't have to wrestle with it too much. I got what I needed from it. Gave me the Wordle screen. All right, let's do this. Let's rock up the Wordle world. I always start with a do. I like it because you get four of the vowels out of the way right away. And then this is how I typically play. And then story. All right, so we got a T, an I, and an R, and none of them are in those locations. So I want to use an L now, because R, S, T, L, E are the most common letters. So I usually go for like a CH or something like that. So like maybe a lit. Let's just do. Oh, this is tough. I gotta move the microphone. I can't quite see as well as I want. Oh, I know what I can play. This is good. Pinch. So I can check out whether the I is in a different square, and I can see if there's any P's, C's, or H's. Or N's. This is perfect. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So by thought processes, we now know that the I is in the second square and the H is in the last square. Something cool to think about. Well, if the H is in the last square, what letters are typically paired with the H, right? You know, C, but it's obviously not a C here. What other letters are typically paired with H? S, but it's not an S here. So let's see. It's going to be weird. This is going to be a weird one. It's going to end in H. This is going to be tough. It's not going to be RH. I can't think of any words that end in RH. It's got to be TH. It's got to be TH. All right. So we know it's going to end in TH. So, and there's an I there. So like RI TH. This is getting tough. What about I like the word filth, and it could fit here, right? We got to use the T in a different square, so we're trying the 4 square. We got to use the L. I want to try out the L, so let's try out filth. Ooh, it wasn't filth. It wasn't filth, but we definitely know that it's something I blank TH. And there's an R. There's an R. So how about birth? How about birth? We went from filth, now we're going to birth. Because we know there's an R. We know there's an R, and it's not the second, fourth, or fifth letter. I think birth is pretty reasonable. Okay, it's down to the last. It's down to the last guess right here. So it's not birth, but we know that it is an R right there. So what's the word? It's not. I don't know if I know this word. Is it? That's not how you spell worth. That's not how you spell worth. So it can't be doing that. Is this how you spell girth? Yeah. All right, girth. So it wasn't filth. It wasn't birth, but it was girth. All right, we got it. All right, another win. It was close though. It was the 6th one though too. So that could have been bad. That could have been really disastrous. But we did it. We succeeded in our goal, which is pretty good. All right. We got a quiet chat today. What's going on with everyone? Everyone's being so quiet. It's like I'm the only one talking anymore. I'm the only one who's up for entertaining the world. Everyone else is like in stasis. I feel like the whole world is totally in stasis right now, and no one can even move or do anything. I'm the only one. I'm the only actor left. I'm the only person left who acts according to his own volition. What happened to the rest of the world? We took away free will. I guess that's how we got to do it, and I gotta just act according to my volition, and everyone else can't. All right, we're doing some chess before I go off on this crazy tangent. Okay, let's do some chess. We're gonna go back to the chess stream. Where are we? Let's go back here. Back to chess. Give me the chess category. There we go. Chess. Bam. All right, we are good to go. We are officially in the chess world. And we'll start with a puzzle rush to do a little warm-up activities. Puzzle rush. There we go. Last time I got 21. Now let's see if I can beat that. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Let's do this. There's a mate. That's weird. I couldn't. Oh yeah, I guess we just got to do that. That was weird. That was a weird one. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, and then we have the rook, mate, and mate. I'll take it. Yeah, get out of my way. It's checkmate. That's good. Get out of my way. I'm trying to checkmate you. Can you get out of my way for a second, please? Let me just checkmate you, you know? All right. Let's see. We got that. Got all sorts of good stuff. Throw that in there. Throw that. And we'll finish off the mate. Bam. Black to move. Go, pawn. Run all the way to victory lane. All the way, victory lane. All right, I'll take. Oops. That would have been bad. We got this idea. This idea. Checkmate. I want to win the queen. Can I win the queen? Yeah, I guess this way. There we go. I'll take a queen. If you're going to give me your queen, you know, I'll take it. Let's pin this queen. Speaking of... Oh, that didn't work. Interesting. Interesting. I was not expecting that. They're catching me off guard now all of a sudden. All right. Let's do this. Nope, that didn't work either. All right, they're getting tough. They're starting to get tougher. So I gotta, you know, stop messing around. All right, come on. Let's go. Oh, 17. All right. 17. Boo, boo. Not even 20. I didn't get to my 20 mark. Well, because I didn't get to my 20 mark, I'm going to hop back in and do it again. I don't feel like going out like that. Let's do this again. Black to move. How about a checkmate to start? That's pretty. How about that? Yep. Oh, check. And take the rook for mate. And mate. Check, check, mate. Check, check, mate. Check, check, mate. Mate. Bam, mate. Check, check. There we go. Looking good, looking pretty so far. But I go up here and attack the queen, I think. There's something else. I think we hop in, yeah, and then we get the fork. All right. Take a mate. Nice quick mate. Check. Check. Collect move. Yep, that looks good. This looks. Oh, what did I do here? I did something incorrect there. All right, we got check. Throw that check in and mate. Yeah, and then we have this idea. These are getting tricky. These are not easy. So, because of the pin. And then that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll take that weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff here. Oh, this is kind of really cool. Look at that, because of the pin. That was so pretty. That was ridiculously pretty. Oh. So I need to do this, then that. All right. Look at that. Oh, that wasn't great. Oh, take. And then take. And then check. I believe. Nope, that was a mistake. All right, white to move. We just push up. Nope, we got to do this first. That was an important move, actually. All right, so what's the deal here? This one's kind of sneaky. Not seeing this one, and it's a little problematic. I kind of need to see it. So, I should have at least. I got 20. I should have at least tried something. You know, it's better just to try something than not to try anything, right? But I was kind of stalling there, kind of checking it out. Is everyone out there staying hydrated? I really hope you are. I hope you're drinking plenty of water. It's summer pretty much where I'm at. You know, so you got to stay hydrated. All right, let's do some more chess. I'm all in on chess right now. We're gonna do some league chess. We're gonna do a 10-minute game, and we'll go from there. I've been playing some good chess tonight. It feels good. I've been feeling strong in my my chess. So let's go to display. All right, now I get to wrestle with OBS Studio for a bit. Come on, OBS, give me what I want. Apparently, it wants to be a little obstinate. Doesn't want to allow me to. There we go. We got lead chess. All right, great. Let's do this. All right, we'll see what kind of pairing I get. I'm playing anonymously here, so let's do a new opponent. And we're off. We're off to the races. Queen's Gambit. So he declined it. He did not take the pawn. Now he took the pawn. So now I'll push out here. I recapture. You can take the pawn as long as you aren't planning on trying to hold on to it. That's the thing. A lot of people get greedy and try to hold on to the pawn. This guy's not doing anything great. I'll just take like that. Then I gain a tempo on whatever piece captures. What's this guy doing? He's in the think tank. I mean, what's he going to do here? He's going to, yeah, get out of here, man. Do something. Now this knight's under fire. Where's this knight going to go? I don't know what this guy's doing. All right, he's heading back. He's heading backwards. That's a good sign. Look at this. Look at this killer move. Preventing my opponent from being able to castle kingside. It's pretty awesome, actually. He cannot castle. This is where he wants to castle to. Now, this is a really annoying piece. This piece is going to be super annoying for quite some time. Because as you know, you cannot castle through check. So he's looking at really trying to do something because it's bothering him that much, apparently. All right. We're going to do... Let's see. He's going to do that with his bishop. He's going to bring his bishop here. I think... I don't know. Maybe I'll just castle. Keep it simple. And now the idea is I have two pieces controlling e4. Okay, if he wants to get rid of his good bishop, he's doing it to try to make some weaknesses around here. That's probably, it could be a decent idea. I don't know what he can do though. Maybe hop the knight in over here, and then yeah, he's trying some stuff, right? He's definitely trying some stuff. So I don't think it's going to work. He's going to swing over here with a check. Maybe it will work. Maybe I'm just losing. That would be kind of funny, actually. I'm like, oh yeah, this won't work. What if I push out, though? No, that doesn't look right. So this is actually a little tricky. He's on the pawn. Bishop out. Queen comes over for check. King over. Knight hops in. Hey, you know what? I think this is all right. I think this is okay. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna swing his queen over with the check right now. And I'm gonna come on over here. But then what's his follow-up? You know, all right. What does that do? You know, now you're gonna take. I have a way stronger center, man. My center is way stronger. I have this huge 5-pawn grouping that's going to be pushing forward, crushing everything. Like, that doesn't seem positionally accurate. I don't think this guy's playing accurate. My bishop is also a beast, which is developed. I mean, sure, we're even material, but I feel I have a way stronger center. It's going to be hard for him to do anything. That's my current feeling, at least. I do that. Let's just push out here. This looks like ridiculously strong. Okay. Look at this crazy pawn structure I have here in the center. This is not typical. This is really, really not something you normally have. Let's clamp down. So now with the push, I can just capture like that. All right, he's doing that. I want to keep it closed. Let's keep things closed. Yeah. All right, so now he's preparing this push, right? So now I just sidestep everything. He's going to come in, and then I'll take. Let's get my rook on this file. I'm adding a little more support, so when he plays this push, and I'll take, he'll take, and it's looking all right. All right, he's clamping down in the dark squares. Let's activate this rook. Now this pawn is pinned to the king, which is something at least. Yeah, things are kind of blocked up. I could even get my rook. Ooh, I could even get my rook in here. This is a really interesting idea. He'd have to bring his knight back immediately, I think. Look at this. This kind of blocks up everything. I'm threatening this pawn. This is a cool idea. All right. So he goes in for that. See, if I push, Then he pushes. I'd like to get my bishop here. I think this is where I want my bishop. Because I want to get this push in. This is a really important move, a4. I really need to get a4 in. Okay, he's playing that. I'm going for a4 anyway. I'm clamping down on b5. That's the main idea behind this. I really need to clamp down on b5, and then I can maybe get a break in by pushing this up and trying to break things open. Notice how his rook is restricted to defense of the e6 pawn, and this rook's kind of just like sitting there. His pieces are kind of looking dumb right now. He could challenge my rook at any point, and then I'll have the option of taking it, right? So he's challenging right now. So do I want to give up my dark square bishop is the question. No, I don't. I don't think I need to be honest. Let's just come. Let's just come right back here. Oh, he's gonna hop in here now, and he's gonna be on this pawn. Well, that kind of stinks. Oh no, he's going back. All right. So push, take. All right, let's go with this. I want to be able to. I want to have the potential of doubling up these rooks if need be. This looks like a nice place for that g2 rook. I'm looking at this push as well. All right, he's going in for this now. Now it's getting a little interesting. All right, he's going in for that. So now I'm going to come on over here. Do I really want to do that? Let's I don't want to take that pawn. I'm going to push here. So the idea is, if I had taken, he could have retaken with the knight, and then the knight comes alive and is really strong. Sure, I could take the knight, but this is just a nice defensive move. All right, I like this better, that I was able to recapture and gain control of the center like this. I definitely have the superior pawns, but it's not going to be easy. We're about even on time. I have a slight time edge. Okay, now, because this pawn is pinned, now I go in. Because he can't take with the pawn because it's pinned. I think that was a mistake to move the king back there. Okay. What does that do? Does that do anything? I don't think so. I mean, I could take... If I take here, he takes with the knight. Wait a second. Hold on. I take. He takes. I check him. What does he, like, run over here? Maybe? And then I win the knight. I think this is good. All right, hold on. Let's see. Take. Check. I'm going to pick up this knight. Because he's got a back. Oh, he could back up there, but then I'm just going to pile up on the piece, you know? Interesting. All right, so now I just pile up, and it should be pretty straightforward. How does he get another defender for the knight? I don't see a way for him to get another defender for the knight. It's interesting. It's, you know, chess is 99% tactics, but it's the positional play that leads to tactics. All right, and now I have a mate. No, not quite. He's got this, so I got to do this first, and then I should have a mate coming up pretty soon. Let's see. So check, and then he runs there, and then check. Yeah, so we got this. Right, now the king's got to come here. And then I just come over here. Checkmate. And that's chess. That's what chess is. So now everyone who did not know what chess was now knows what chess is. that was a fun game. That was a really fun game. We were even material. But I think his major mistake was, well, A, he traded his bishop for my knight to damage my structure around my king. I don't think it was warranted there. I don't think that was a good move. And then what else happened in that game? He let me get that really strong pawn center. I had 5 pawns grouped together in that center. I mean, that's like you can't give that to someone. If someone's gonna have 5 strong connected pawns in the center, they're just gonna run you over. They're just gonna be able to push out and run you over, you know. So that's how that goes. All right. I feel like mixing it up. We're gonna do some spider solitaire too. We're gonna just really do a bunch of different stuff today because I'm in mix it up mode, and I do dig spider solitaire. How many of you out there have played spider solitaire before? Anyone? It's a nice fun game. I'm level 249 too, by the way. All right. So let's see, spider solitaire. Oh, it's loading. I think we actually have to watch the damn ad. No, we don't. All right, we don't. Okay, here we go. Spider solitaire. Let's rock this. I got to get my camera though on the above it. There we go. You got to be able to see me. Hold on, I got to move the camera because you can't. Well, it doesn't matter if you can't see the deck. I guess it does a little bit. Let me go into spider solitaire. Change. Oh, actually, I can just do it. I can do it differently. There's 2 ways I can change my cam. Let's just do it this way. Unlock. We'll put the cam. I don't know. Where should we put me? Maybe this is a good spot. I think this is actually a pretty damn good spot for the cam. I think, never mind. All right, this is actually a good spot for the camera. All right, anyways, wish me luck. All right, here we go. Spider solitaire. Let's do this. All right. I should go to spider solitaire. Let's play it up. This is a game I do just to relax and chill out. It's just I consider it a laid-back game. I do the move where I do undos to try to max what I can pull. Like, look at that. I got a lot of cards played there that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. 5-4. Sometimes I go really fast, and sometimes I like to just slow it down and really take things at a crawl. So 10-9. Oops. Actually, I want to go this route. 9-8-7, and then we got this. Yeah, that's pretty. So much more pretty this way. And then we can even throw this there. And look, there's order. You can start seeing order arise from these patterns. All right, now we're currently stopped. We don't have any 6s on the board. So that's here. We finally got a 6, so that's kind of cool. If we can get it in play. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then which ace do I want to bring over? Bring this ace so I can get to the 9. And then there's the 6, but again, we're blocked over here. We can play this. Throw which ace? I guess I gotta throw that one. And then where's my 6? We don't quite. Yeah, we do. No, we almost have it. We almost have what we need right now. So 10, 9, 8, 7. I mean, we can just do this to simplify. 7, 6, 5, 4. Nothing here. We got to move on. All right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So close, but I don't quite have what we need here. 4, 3. Wait, 3. I need an exposed jack, and I can't get one here. But let's move on. So there's the jack. So yeah, this is looking really tough right now. So this 10, 9, 8. I mean, I need to just I need to get some shit off the board right now. I need to clear some piles. 7, 6. Here's my 5, 4. Well, that's really pretty. Okay, so I got to think, do I want this 3, 2 ace? That would give me a queen, and I already have some queens here. I'd rather go with this 3, this 2, and then we can do this. Yeah, and then we can use this ace now. I'm cool with that. Okay. So that goes there. I need something better. Nope. Don't tell me this is it. Maybe this. Okay, hold on. There's still a little life left. 3. All right. Look at that, making a comeback all of a sudden. Making a comeback. All right, beautiful. We'll clear that pile. King, queen. 10. Throw that over there, I guess. 9, 8. 2. 7, 6, 5. Yeah, this might not be accurate. There we go. All right, looking good now. Looking really good now. Now all of a sudden things are really starting to come together. All right, I think we're gonna actually have this one. Cool. And then you can just you can fly at the end a little bit. You can just move. Oh, there's another pile. You got to then spread them out and do the last pile. I can't believe there's another pile there. I wasn't even paying attention to that. All right, let's get that in. 4, 3, 2. Just like that. And then we can finish it off like this. Bam, bam. Okay, and we got it. 531. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think my high for score is like 334, which is pretty crazy. But look, I'm now a bronze grandmaster level 11. I'm moving up in the world, and I even get the fireworks. I get the fireworks. Look how nice these fireworks are. And then we can look, and I got a reward unlocked. I've earned a new card back. Spider Grandmaster. Ooh, a new card. Yeah, I'd like to apply this card back now. That's awesome. Okay. Well, it's a good day. All right, good job. Good job, Agony. Got my Spider Solitarian. All right. Let's turn that off and come back here. Okay. Yeah, what is it? It's 12:41. I'm going to be wrapping up soon. I've been streaming over 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes to be precise. But I'm going to play a game of chess before I wrap up. Maybe a game or two, depending on if I win. I don't like going out on a loss. So let's switch it to display, and we're going to play a game of chess on Lee Chess. All right, let's do this. New opponent. This is all standard stuff. Nothing new. Now, everything's all going to be the same, but I play this kind of weird bishop. Yeah, so I take. He's going to take with the queen, and then I push, gain a tempo on his queen. He's got to move it again. This is all stuff that I've been through many times before. So I like playing bishop e2 as opposed to d3 because of this push, and with the fork, I don't like dealing with that stuff. I can hop my knight in. Oh, I could have hopped my knight in and gained a tempo on the queen. That would have been kind of cool. But he moved the queen anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right. He's going in for this, and now we simply gain some space on the queen side. This is how I play it, at least. So I'm looking at getting this break in, getting either my bishop or my knight to hop in here. Maybe I could even get my knight to hop around like that. All right, he's doing this kind of stuff. Well, let's see. What do I want to play against this? I could take and trade knights if I want. Push. Take. I'm going to go ahead with my idea. If he takes... Okay, so he's going Space Invaders. He wants to go get space hungry here. That's fine. I'm gonna have to get this break in at some point, but I can't get it in now because I don't want this pawn to be exposed to the queen. He's in the think tank now. We're even on time. Okay, so yeah, he's eyeing up this. He wants, he probably realizes that I'm going for this break too at some point. So I'm simply just going to casually take over here. Take control of the file. Have control of the file now. He's probably going to, he's moving that out of the way, going to get his bishop developed. So the question is, how should I proceed? I can activate my queen. This is kind of nice. Queen's very active. I'm eyeing this undefended pawn on c6. His rook's got to well, his queen and rook are defending the pawn, I guess. It's just a nice way to activate my queen, though. He's going to probably play the bishop over or something like that. Maybe the queen over. Even on time. I'm looking to double up rooks. All right, so he's doing that. Ooh, that's kind of weird. I can take the pawn. So let's see. I take the pawn. He comes down. He's on the knight. And then I'd be on the rook. Oh, and this is going to get messy. Wow. So I take... Wait, I take... He takes... I take on the rook. He takes, he's on the knight. And then... I guess I just defend. Yeah, let's go with this. This looks winning. Unless I'm miscalculating, which is always a possibility. All right. So he's got that. And then what do we do here? I don't want him getting this weird queen moving, so we're just going to go with this. Sometimes my reasoning is just pretty straightforward. I don't like the weird queen move. I'm looking at getting my rook all the way over here, if possible, or playing c6. That's kind of neat. c6 is definitely a cool idea. Where's that bishop going to go if I play c6? Maybe back here? I definitely feel like I have the initiative and I have the advantage here. His pieces, notice how, his pieces are all kind of boxed in. All right, so if I want, I can do this kind of weird trade right now. I think I'm just going to let him keep his knight there. Or I could do this and just force his knight back. I could take the pawn. I could take the pawn. I could move my rook. I have so many good moves I could do here. I could move my rook to b7. I mean, there's even ideas of c6. I mean, this is threatening a fork on the rooks. Let's go with it. He could move his queen down here and threaten checkmate in one, but it's not. I don't think it's going to work because I can just play. I can always play h3, or I could even take the knight. There. I mean, I'm getting this fork in, unless he's got some kind of checkmate threat that I'm not. Oh no! Look, beautiful. I can just take. Let me calculate first. I think he's because he's blocking the scope of the bishop. So I think I'm out. Nope. My queen. Can't forget the fact that I'm going to lose my queen here. That's kind of important. Don't lose your queen, Agni. Don't lose your queen. How about that? Okay, so let's find a good home for this queen. This looks like pretty good home for the queen. Okay, now I'm on the knight. And by the way, I'm up 2 pawns. I still want to get this push in if I can. He's got this weird rook placement. Like he might be looking to come on over here. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's doing. This knight's weird. Look how weird his knight is back here, too. It's kind of just hanging out there. Yeah, so he's just going in for some weirdness. I mean, I guess what? Just push? Kick the knight back? Or I could take, and then he takes with the bishop. I just really don't believe this guy. I don't believe him that he has anything here. And take. Then he's got sack ideas. All right, we're not gonna go in for that. I think. If I push. All right, let's just push. He's got queen here, and then if I take, it's a mate. That might have been kind of weird. Might have been a little bit of a mistake, but you got to be careful. Yeah, I'm worried about this queen h4 move. I can't take then. What if I take bishop takes, bishop take? No, then take, I lose. Can I kick him out? No, then this pawn falls. Maybe I needed to actually take this threat seriously. I have this weird idea. Okay. Wow, I got really lucky there. I got super lucky there. Okay. I thought for sure he was gonna take. All right. So let's I want to get this rook in the action. No, he's got this ugly idea. I would have check. This is actually a little complicated. All right, I'm starting to run low on time. I got to be a little bit careful here, a little bit cognizant of my time situation. Okay, let's just try to keep the pressure on. Now I have this check. And I'm hitting the bishop too. So I'll be able to take the bishop. He'll have to take with the rook. So he's in check. He's got to get out of check. This is a fork, but his rook is defending. But at the end of it, I'm going to be able to take the knight. So it's looking really, really good. I think I'm in good shape. Okay, so now I take, and he'll recapture, and then I'll take then I just take the knight. And now I'm way up in material, which is important. He's thinking. By the way, it says Lichess will restart in 6 minutes. There's more than 6 minutes on both of our clocks total. So I got to be careful about that. He might try to run down the time. Is this guy going to run down the time? Typically, someone wouldn't do that on an anonymous account. They would just leave. Doesn't seem to make much sense, right? But there's some weirdos out there. Let me tell you. So he left the game. Yeah, he realizes it's over. All right, cool. Claim victory. All right. Well, good job, everyone. You know, we did it. We got another win in. All right. Evelyn, you say, Agni, you're up late. Yeah, I am up late. I'm up super late. It's close to 1 a.m. here. I'm winding down. I'm gonna just end the stream, but it's good seeing you. Evelyn Yoga is a phenomenal streamer here on Twitch. She is in the fitness and health community. Definitely drop her a follow. Check out her stream, and you will not be disappointed. Yeah, Evelyn, what have you been doing these days? What's new with you? Oh, you're at work, about to finish. Cool. All right. Well, I'm actually I think it's time to raid. Tomorrow's your last day. Well, congrats. That's exciting. I know this has been going on, like 6 months, 9 months? So that's got to be super exciting. Cool. You're killing time now. Yeah. Hey, well, it's great to have you in. I'm going to do my raid call. 8 weeks. That's a long time. That is a long time, Evelyn. You put a lot of work. You put a lot of work into this. I'm glad you're putting in the work, though. You're like me. You like to try to do what you can to succeed. You know, it might not be easy. It might be hard. Whatever. But yeah, Raid City. You can copy and paste if you want. Let's see who's out there to raid. We're shutting things down. Yep. Have a good night. Let me see. Hey, Check Me Out is doing a rerun, and we are gonna raid her. Cause why not, right? All right, let's raid Check Me Out. She hasn't been streaming at all lately. She's taking care of some stuff. So she's like the only person whose reruns I raid, but she's pretty awesome. So we're gonna raid her. All right, thank you all again so much for being here. I totally appreciate your support, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Namaste to you all, and peace be with you.